Time now for the morning rush.
We start things with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Not looking at any rain or snow today, just some breezy to windy conditions for the mountain areas and eastern plains. Albuquerque, lighter winds today with sunshine and warm temperatures, and even into tomorrow. We're going to stick with the mostly sunny skies, although increasing cloud cover late Friday night into Saturday morning as the disturbance rolls through northern New Mexico. Crystal?
Thanks so much, Kristen. As you get ready to head out the door, we're following today's top local stories. We start with Fernanda Lopez at UNM.
Happening today, UNM's Board of Regents could select the university's next president. A special meeting is planned for this morning. This after nearly a year since former UNM President Bob Frank abruptly stepped down. The regents will meet and go into a closed session to discuss the final candidates. And on this morning's agenda is the selection of the 22nd president of UNM. Now, last month, the university announced the 5 finalists. Each of the candidates have taken part in campus visits and community forums. More on those candidates coming up in the 5 Facts. Sarah?
The Houston Astros are World Series champions, and 2 hometown heroes helped make that happen.
This is unbelievable, a dream come true, something that you dream about as a kid, and it's so special to do with this group of guys.
Both Alex Bregman, a third baseman, and Ken Giles, a relief pitcher, shined when it counted the most. Giles, a Rio Grande High School grad, had his moments during Game 2 and Game 4, but Bregman's stolen bases, home runs, and RBIs made him a postseason hero. On Twitter, Bregman thanked the fans and told them to get ready for another World Series win. Adam?
Happening today, one of the 3 people charged in the death of 10-year-old Victoria Martins is expected in court, but for a different case. Jessica Kelly is due before a judge for sentencing on a drug charge from 2015. Michelle Martins, Victoria's mother, her boyfriend Fabian Gonzalez, and his cousin Jessica Kelly are all accused in Victoria's killing. The 3 are set to be tried separately in that case beginning next year.
On to news happening today. Former Trump campaign officials Paul Manafort and Rick Gates are expected to appear in federal court this morning. Both men pleaded not guilty to a slew of charges, including money laundering and conspiracy. Special counsel Robert Mueller unveiled the charges in connection to his investigation into possible collusion between members of the Trump campaign and Russia. If convicted, the 2 could be sentenced to more than 10 years.
New details just into our newsroom in the past few minutes about the man who authorities say walked into a Walmart and opened fire last night in Colorado, killing 2 men and a woman. We now know that suspect's name. Police are looking for 47-year-old Scott Ostrom. Officials say the shooting in Thornton appears to be random. There's no indication that it was an act of terror. Investigators have released security images of Ostrom and the car that he is believed to have driven away from that store, and they're still investigating.
2 men are in the hospital this morning after police say they were stabbed in northeast Albuquerque. It happened last night at a home on Adams Street near Jefferson and Marble. Both men are expected to recover. Police say they're not sure what sparked the stabbing and have not released the men's names. We'll let you know when more details do make their way into our newsroom.
This morning, a local man is starting his sentence for a Nob Hill murder more than 20 years ago. Jedediah Rose beat Rick Broadbeck to death at Broadbeck's home in 1996. That case went cold until last year when Rose was arrested for stealing a car. His DNA linked him to the crime scene. Rose pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and is planning to spend, or will be spending, the next 10 years in prison.
A roadside memorial for fallen Deputy James McGrane Jr. is no longer there this morning, but it's expected to make a return. The Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office says the memorial had to be taken down for work along Highway 14 in Tijeras. It will be returned once construction work is complete. Deputy McGrane was murdered during a traffic stop in that area back in 2006. Kristen.
Today's Metro Threat Index at a 0, not looking at any concerns weather-wise. It's warm temperatures in the 70s, winds 10 to 15 out of the west this afternoon, and sunshine blanketing the metro. Crystal?
Okay, here's something interesting. The U.S. Postal Service is launching a pilot program in 20 major cities that offers next-day delivery for most orders placed online on Saturdays. No word just yet which retailers will take part in this.
Also this morning, pizza chain Papa John's is facing declining sales, and the CEO is blaming the National Football League. The CEO says the NFL not being able to resolve the controversy surrounding players kneeling during the national anthem is hurting his company's bottom line. Papa John's is the NFL's official pizza sponsor and has been since 2010.
Today, Whole Foods is planning to hire thousands of people. The grocer is hosting a National Hiring Day event at all of its stores for New Mexico. That's 2 in Albuquerque and 1 in Santa Fe. Whole Foods says its goal is to hire 6,000 new employees nationwide. It's offering full and part-time work as well as seasonal and permanent positions. To apply, candidates can visit any Whole Foods.
All right, time now for a check on traffic. We have a crash to tell you about. That's at Rio Bravo between Isleta and Coors. So it looks like vehicles are reportedly being detoured there on bridge. So make sure to give yourself plenty of time. Also, those exclamation points that you see a little closer to downtown, that's new construction that has a few lanes closed there. So just keep an eye if your route takes you in those directions.
Next time you stop by Starbucks, you're going to notice new holiday cups. Starbucks scrapped its bold red design for a DIY-friendly cup. It features a stack of presents, a Christmas tree, doves, a couple people holding hands, and lots of white space. Customers are encouraged to show their holiday spirit by coloring in the design for themselves.
Okay, November has barely kicked off, but we already have a front runner for the hottest Christmas toy. Can you believe this? Fingerlings, plastic pets. They pretty much hang on to the tip of your finger. They've quickly become the top toy. The toy is now selling out at retailers across the nation.
Oh, boy.
I don't know about that.
Those are tiny.
They are.
There you
I
go.
knew one of
So
those
much
toys was going to be, making headlines this year. So.
All right. Well, time now for the 5 facts.
Start with number 5, talking about the Houston Astros again, waking up World Series champs. Last night, they beat the LA Dodgers in Game 7 by a score of 5-1. It's the Astros' first ever championship. The two locals, Alex Bregman and Ken Giles, are now a big part of history. Students and teachers from Bregman's alma mater, Academy, all watched the big game inside the school's theater. Giles' former Rio Grande High School coach says both are great role models, adding that the two are now inspiring locals.
At number 4, today is the day that UNM plans to announce who will run the university. A special meeting is planned for this morning. The 5 finalists include officials from the University of Idaho, the University of Missouri, the University of California, San Diego, Stony Brook University, and the 5th finalist has worked at the City University of New York and at UTEP. It's been about a year-long search since previous UNM president Bob Frank left that office.
At number 3, warm temperatures across the state, sunshine blanketing the area, some breezy to windy conditions over the mountains and eastern plains, but lighter winds here in the metro.
On to new details about that deadly truck attack in New York City. At number 2, the man accused of killing 8 people now faces federal terrorism charges that could bring the death penalty. Authorities say Cefalo Saipov rented a flatbed truck to mow down people on a bike lane before crashing into a bus. Investigators say that he admitted to planning that attack for about a year.
On to number 1 now. We're talking about the victims here. There were 8 in total, and 6 of the 8 were foreigners. 5 were lifelong friends, successful businessmen who graduated from the same high school. Also, a Belgian woman visiting her sister and mother. New Yorker Nicholas Cleves was a software engineer, and Darren Drake from New Jersey described as the most innocent kid in the world by his dad. They are definitely missed by a lot of people this morning.